Hello everybody, AJ Ryzik here, and just got a whole bunch of little random things. So, just like some of my previous videos, I just threw them all together in one video and, try to get everybody updated by this route. First of all, a lot of you guys on Google Plus know that yesterday I just got back from a short little couple-day vacation at Carter Caves, Kentucky. Thanks for all the shout outs and whatnot. And, it was a very much needed rest and relaxation for both me and my wife. Uh, Probably been close to 2 years since we got away on any kind of vacation at all. And even though it was only a couple of days long, it was not only very much needed, but very much appreciated. And I had a few people asking where Carter Caves was, so uh, let me go and I will drag over Gnome Maps here. And I know this little blurb keeps popping up and getting in the way, but you're basically on the eastern side of Kentucky. You're not right next to the West Virginia border, but fairly close. And let me get that out of the way. And let me drag over some Chrome here, and I created an album on my G Plus page with some of the pictures that I shot while I was there. Now none of these have been edited yet, and as time permits I want to go back and do some editing, clean up, that sort of thing. But what you're seeing is just the raw images from my Samsung Galaxy S4. And I was really impressed with the quality of the photos that I've been able to take with this camera, especially some of these panoramas. There's a panorama mode on the camera where you just click panorama and click to start the mode. Just stand there and turn your phone, and then click the picture button again, and boom, it creates the panorama for you. So much easier than even just a few years ago, where you had to use the specific stitching software to create panoramas. So, but anyway, I'll throw a link up for this album here for anybody who wants to go and take a look at some of those shots. Really had a good time there. And if you're in the eastern part of the U.S., definitely go and check this place out. Really nice. But talking about the panoramas, here's a couple of the ones that I shot. And freehand with a cell phone. Who would have thought that, as technology-wise, from just a few years ago. Anyway, want to give a shout out to a couple of YouTube channels that I've been looking at recently. This one right here, the channel name is Age of Asparagus. Hey, whatever floats your boat on these on the channel names. But anyway, he's only got 3 tutorials up so far, but it's all on Krita. So for those that have been wanting to learn more about this piece of software, here's a guy that's got some tutorials up, seems to be fairly experienced with it, and has some a little bit of tutorial here on setting up Wacom, I guess that's how you pronounce it, Wacom tablets, and getting them to play nice with at least he's using Linux Mint, but I guess this would apply to just about any Linux distribution. But his little 2 cents worth on how to get them to play nice with Linux. So definitely check that out if you're interested in Krita. So anyway, I've been looking at his channel recently, and then also Ghost 16, or I'm sorry, Ghost 67. Anyway, I've been looking at his channel, and most of the time, because he puts all of his videos to music, or at least all the ones that I've looked at so far, and usually I'm not too big on those types of videos, but I really like his videos. So definitely go and check out this channel as well, and I'll leave links to both of these channels up on down in the video description below, so you can go and check those out. So some of my upcoming videos will have to do with how to decouple yourself with Google. Now, we pretty much all know, when we do a search using Google search, that Google is, taking a look at what we're searching for and will probably throw some ads our way based on what we're searching for. Okay, fair enough. That's the price you pay for using Google search. And to be quite honest, while there are other search engines out there, Yahoo, Bing, DuckDuckGo, Google is the one that, at least in my experience, always gives me the results that I'm looking for. At least it does the best at matching. Use DuckDuckGo, and it may take a while to find what you're looking for, if at all. And I'm not trying to be critical of DuckDuckGo. It's just that Google, at least in my experience, if I put in a keyword, bam, it finds almost instantly what I'm looking for. Having said that, I recently realized just to what extent Google was tracking my every move. Now, granted, I realize that, I'm using Google Chrome. I have an Android phone. And I typically turn the Google tracking off. However, if you look at, I pulled up location history on Google, and here is where Google tracked my every move while I was on my vacation, even though I had location services turned off. Because apparently some of the Google apps, even if you turn location services off, they will turn them right back on. And like I said, if I'm running Google Maps, I'm using the GPS through the Google service. Okay, I realize that Google's going to say, okay, here's where he's been. And if I'm doing a search, I realize that, hey, Google's looking at what I'm searching. But I recently did a test of, I threw something in my Google Drive just to see, is Google looking at what I put in Google Drive? Oh yes, they are. Because almost instantly after I threw some files into Google Drive, I went to do a Google search, and boom, I got, I was being shown ads that were completely based on what I had just put in Google Drive. So anyway, long story short, I'm going to work on some videos on, different apps you can use to substitute for, different Google apps, Google Drive, that sort of thing. One of the things that I have already done is I'm now using MegaSync instead of both Dropbox and Google Drive. One, the API for the Drive, which is the Linux client for Google Drive, it's not working anymore. So that's kind of a problem there. And then we've all heard the horror stories about the lack security on Google Drive. In fact, I was just reading an article about how some of the search engines are indexing various people's files on Dropbox. So, let's just say there's no real security there. And I've always been of the opinion that if you need something really secure, don't put it out on the web or in the cloud. But at the same time, there are some stuff that, maybe you're putting out there you don't want the entire world to read. And for the most part, if I've got something I don't want anybody to see, then I don't put it out there on the web. But at the same time, I really don't want people snooping through all the files that I'm using, some sort of cloud storage to store. So I've switched to MegaSync, and here's their website, and I'm going to be doing a video on setting up MegaSync. So be sure to go and check that one out. But security seems much better. and you know, they do have a Linux client now, and you know, convenience wise, it's just as easy to use as Dropbox or Google Drive, but much better security. I have had a few requests for more software reviews, software tutorials, that sort of thing, and I am more than happy to do those, but I would like some comments, some direction, that sort of thing, what it is everybody would like to see. You know, it gives me a little direction on you know, like I said, what everybody wants to see. Because there's no point in doing a review of a piece of software that nobody's interested in, or that, you know, if I'm going to do a tutorial, no point in a tutorial where everybody already knows how to do what I'm about to show you to do. So just throwing that out there. Give me some suggestions and I will review or tutorialize that particular piece of software. Also, recently, Linux Noob used to be Jeff Linux Turner's channel. He had a video where he talked about people are more than happy, he's more than happy to allow people to leave links in the comments on his videos. I'm going to say the same thing. Just please make sure it's not you know, spam and junk and that sort of thing. If it is something to do with Linux, something that would interest the Linux users, you know, something computer based or whatnot, you know, feel free to leave links down below. Just, you know, don't load my channel up with spam. And I've got my channel now set up so that I review every comment before it gets posted, so there will be a little bit of a delay. And like I said, if it's just spammy garbage links, I'm going to delete it. And talking about deleting comments, I haven't had too much of an issue with this, but some of the other Linux YouTubers have, where people are using the comment section to degrade other people, other YouTubers, people who use a certain distribution. I won't put up with that on my channel. I will delete those kind of comments right away. And if I notice that a particular user is constantly doing that, I will ban them from my channel. I just won't put up with it. You know, it's one thing to criticize a piece of software and say, you know, you don't like this because of XYZ, but just to come on a YouTuber's channel and you know, a long string of profanity, or you know, just trashing a distribution or a piece of software or a developer, I'm not going to put up with it. Will not happen on my channel. Anyway, now that we got past that stuff, some non-Linux kind of stuff. I know there's a lot of you guys that follow my writing. Up on my blog, there is both the prologue and chapter 1 to the next in my Aria Prime series. So if you want to go and check that out, please do so. And you know, it gives you a little free look at the next in the series. And if I know a lot of you aren't on Google Plus, but if you don't follow me on Google Plus, I have this book survey up on there right now, just trying to get a gauge for when my next book comes out. And it's just a little survey on, you know, if you were going to get the book, how you would get it. Would you want, you know, basically I gave on the survey, I gave people the option, ebook only for $3, paperback plus an ebook for $15, and a hardback plus an ebook for $30. You know, I'm the kind of person that I like a hardback, but there is a price penalty that you pay for hardback. Hardback is more expensive from the standpoint of production and having it printed. It's roughly double the cost of paperback, and then it's also more expensive to ship hardback. So kind of got the, you know, lots of downsides there, but you know, hardback does kind of give you that sense of professional quality, and and they do hold up a lot better than paperbacks. And of course, ebook, you've got no physical, nothing to wear out, so to speak. So they're very durable. But at least for me, I like the tactile feeling of having that book in your hand. But anyway, if you'd like to participate in the book survey, I'll throw a link down below so you can go and check that out. And having said it, let me look at my notes here. Yeah, that's everything. That's everything I wanted to talk about. So anyway, give us a big old thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Please leave all those comments, questions, all that kind of stuff down below. Like I said, give me some guidance on software reviews, tutorials, that kind of stuff, and I will get to it. And if you are not a subscriber, please subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks a lot.